What's freaking poppin', everyone? What's good? Alright, my name's Alex. I'm glad you checked out this video. Because I feel like a lot of people need to fucking hear this, because this used to happen to me all the time where I'd feel lonely, especially when I moved to Miami by myself. I didn't really know anyone, but obviously I have people in my life that love me, and so do you. So stick around to the end of this video. I'm going to make it quick, because I'm just going to tell you what you need to hear. I'm not going to prolong it longer than it needs to be. I'm going to tell you not what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. So, what you need to know is you're not lonely. No matter what your ego tells you, no matter how hard your brain tries to convince you that you don't have many people in your life, or that no one really loves you, no one wants to hang out with you, this is all just lies, right? Because, damn, okay, I could really go into the psychology of this, okay, but, so, you're not lonely, you are simply just overstimulated, right? You're simply just overstimulated because we're always either looking at our phone. I mean, I have 4 phones. For what reason, I don't know. I have my computer, I have my Xbox, I have there's weed, there's nicotine, there's alcohol, caffeine. Anything that alters your brain state, releases dopamine or serotonin, is a stimulant, right? And these are all stimulating. Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. There's multiple apps that are literally fighting for your attention at all hours of the day, right? I mean, you allow the notifications to pop up, so you'll finally find yourself chilling, watching the fucking TV, which is also a stimulant, and then you get a notification, and then you're up, stimulated again, and then you're like, okay, I've looked enough, back to the TV, I'm stimulated again. You know, we're in this constant fucking cycle of stimulation. We're always stimulated, so we know you're not lonely. When you put your phone down and it's just you in your bed at night, no, you're not lonely, okay? Just because no one texts you saying good night, no, you're not lonely, okay? You're just overstimulated, and the second you stop being stimulated, your brain actually starts to function, because our brain has the capacity and capability to fire very fast, to fire obnoxiously fast. When we are in a state of actually, no distractions, free thinking, your brain, you can't even comprehend the capabilities that the guy has up here. So, at the end of every day, so my daily routine usually consists of ending my day playing basketball, right? Which is very good for your body. You should be exercising. If you're not exercising, what the fuck are you doing, right? It's just it's so simple, just to take care of yourself, right? Why not? Why not, right? Especially with all the stimulation that you're going to consume, all the food you're going to consume that's probably not that good for you. Why not just do one thing that's good for you, right? Out of all the things that you're consuming. And consuming is not just food. It's the content that you're consuming. You're not just the food you eat, but the content you consume. So you have to be intentional about all this shit that you're consuming, because you're probably scrolling, comparing yourself subconsciously to all these people on these apps, thinking that oh my god, they're living such a better life than me, right? But you're never going to be happy until you love your life. So honestly, if you're not utilizing social media to grow a business or a personal brand, then I wouldn't even use it, because you're just scrolling to either distract yourself, compare yourself, stimulate yourself, all of these things, right? So please just recognize how stimulated you are in your life, and not just you, but me as well. I wake up and I have 4 phones. I have the option to just wake up and check my phone and probably have a couple hundred notifications, because I'm my job's on my phone. So it's there's always something new there. So it would be so easy for me just to constantly be on my phone, but I'm very, very, very intentional about where my time, energy goes. And you need to be as well. You need to be even more than I am, right? Because you're not necessarily where you want to be in life, okay? So when I was in your point in life, which wasn't that long ago, I didn't have Snapchat. I only used TikTok to post. I was reading all the fucking time, because reading is not a very stimulating thing, right? It's you actually have to focus. And then while you're reading, you're going to feel the urge to do something else. Your ego is going to try to make you comfortable, and reading's not comfortable. The most comfortable thing we can do is sit here and go. Because how much effort does that take? Not much at all. So when I was in your position, I wasn't wasting any of my fucking time. I was getting super precise on what exactly I needed to do to get to where I wanted to be, which is where I am literally right now. I used to sit in this chair in my basement in my mom's house and manifest me sitting in this chair looking out this window, and here we are. You have to get insanely precise on where you want to be, and then make a precise plan on how you're going to get there. Okay, so now that you understand you're not lonely, you're just overstimulated. And this is the truth. And now you have these giant corporations like Big Pharma trying to make money off of you being overstimulated, saying you have ADHD, so you'll buy their Adderall and be on a prescription, basically just feeding their bank accounts monthly, because you can't discipline your thoughts and you can't discipline yourself. So you rationalize this by saying you have ADHD, or you need Adderall, or I just can't focus, I'm so easily distracted. No fucking shit, we all are. Literally, every human is nowadays with all the stimulation everywhere around us type shit. So, set a screen time limit. I have them. My job is on my phone, and I spend no more than 3 hours a day scrolling on social media. Because there's no reason to. There's genuinely no reason to. So, like, knowing subconsciously that you have a 3-hour limit, you'll scroll a lot less. Because you're like, okay, my limit's gonna come up soon. You know, and like at the end of the night, if like I need to be on social media, like I don't wanna like have my limit come up, because as soon as my limit comes up, I'm not gonna be on it. So after I play basketball, the music's another stimulation. I only listen to like, after like 8 o'clock, I'm not listening to rap music, I'm only listening to like lo-fi, so I can start to unwind my brain. And the reason why you have such a hard time falling asleep at night is because you have fucking these LED lights, and you have this phone, and you have a TV, which are all emitting blue light, and blue light literally makes it so your pineal gland doesn't release melatonin, and melatonin is what puts you to sleep, because your brain still thinks it's daytime out because blue light is like light, you know? So at night I don't have my LED lights on before bed. I'm not looking at my phone too much, because I want my brain to actually naturally release melatonin rather than rely on a fucking external pill to release the melatonin in my brain for me, when we can do that ourselves, you know? Yeah. You're not lonely, bro. You're not lonely. I get alone time can feel weird, but this moment is going to be replaced by a better moment before you know it, so utilize all of your moments. Because this moment, even the moment you're watching this, is going to be replaced by a different moment like that. And you're going to completely forget about these moments when you felt alone and you're getting sad because you let your thoughts run undisciplined for a couple moments and you fell down the slippery slope. Catch yourself before you fall down the slippery slope and tell yourself that you're not sad. You're not lonely. You're just overstimulated, and in that moment, you're not stimulated, which is fucking normal. Humans were not meant to be stimulated all the time. So just breathe through it all. When you find yourself feeling this way, literally just tap into your breath, because your breath never leaves. Just it's that easy. Alright guys, if you appreciate this video as much as I appreciate you watching this video, drop a like, drop a comment. Don't forget to subscribe, it's free. All of those are free. It just means a lot to me. Alright guys, I love you. You might need to listen to that video twice, because I was talking really fast, because there's a lot to talk about, but I don't like prolonging things, I just like getting to the point. So, I love you guys. Please, please implement what I just talked about, please. That would mean a lot. Alright, I love you guys. Easy.